Hello, welcome. So today we're going to be going over the software aspect of streaming on kind of a lower scale. We will be talking about as you get into mid-range streaming with a decent amount of viewers, upwards of to 100. Even though I think once you get there, some of the stuff could be looked at as forgotten or just not used. But we are going to be talking about how to start out streaming. And first of all, we're going to talk about the software. So today's software. The next day will be hardware, as we are going to talk about some hardware stuff, but software is definitely the biggest part once you do have hardware. And I find more people are going to need that than they will hardware. So first of all, software I would recommend is OBS. And what you're looking at right now is Streamlabs OBS. Top left corner, as you can see, I think I just updated it actually to 0.23.2 or version 0.23.2. Get whatever one is most recent for whenever you watch this video. But today what we're looking at is just how to set it up, and then why to use Streamlabs OBS, and then why to switch to OBS or Stream Elements version of OBS. I think it's OBS Live. I don't actually use it. I do personally use Stream Elements at the moment. I just don't use their software, as I find I can do everything that they have within OBS and some of their software that is not needed but can be used within OBS. And we'll get to that in a little bit. So I recommend Streamlabs OBS for any beginning streamer. So what this is going to allow is for you to create your brand or your type of stream, but it's still going to be a basic and just kind of showing that you can be professional, but that you aren't really. So first of all, we're just going to look at settings and also how I have this set out. So one of the coolest features I find is this layout editor. As you see, I have audio mixer, then editor, scene selector, source selector, and mini feed. I recommend, and then chat is always over here to the right, so you don't have to worry about that. I mean, you can move it around, or no, you can't move it around, so it's always going to be on the right side there. But I find I'm okay with that, and I like it on the right side because I personally have my main monitor, which you guys are looking at, and then a monitor on the left side, which you can't see, but my mouse is going to, which is where my OBS is currently. So I do have a dual monitor set up, and we'll talk about that in the hardware video next time. So what we're looking at now is just how you want to set it up. So if you have a main monitor in the center and then your secondary is on the right, I recommend switching the mini feed and the audio mixer, as this is all your alerts. So when someone follows, subscribes, hosts, raids, whatever you have on, which you may also find in the software, it'll be over here so you can see it easier, but I have it over here. So I'm looking at my game, all I have to do is barely turn to the left and it's there. So it's very nice, and then you can choose from all of these different things, but I find that these are the only ones I use. And of course you can add more wherever you need. I'll get out of that. Save changes. Okay. So one of the cool things with this software is it allows you to find things to use. So what they have is this tab called themes at the top left. What you do is you can click on that, and it'll bring you to a page to where, like you saw with my stream starting, you can pick from different themes. So for example, we have this organic, which all of these, some of these are free, some of them cost money. Like this one is with Prime, so it would cost money. But what this allows you to do is it allows you to start your brand. So someone already uses this, has 188 installs. So kind of depending on how many people have it installed, depends on the amount of people using it. So if 88 people have it installed, there's probably at least 10 streamers out there that are currently using it that have a decent amount of viewers. But this just allows for customization within your stream, and it makes it look more professional. If we go back to mine, for example, we have the stream starting, we have the stream ending, we have be right back, and I'm not going to go to end game, otherwise it's going to show my face. I don't want that. But it also has intermission, which would show my face, and yeah. So it's really nice for these to be here, and along with that, you can go over here like if I unlock YouTube, I can now click on this, and I can drag this around. I can move this where I want. If I want it up here, I can have it up there. Same with Instagram or Twitter, and as you can see down here, you can add Facebook or other stuff. And a lot of these also come with this. It's just a little icon page. Basically, what you'd do is you'd hit, you'd copy it, and then you'd be able to use that icon and move it to whatever scene you want. It allows for better customization of what you want your stream to be. And it's great in that type of aspect. You can make it your own for free and make it look good. You can show people that when they follow, if it pops up here, when they follow, that something shows up. It's kind of thanking them without you saying anything. Nothing happened there. See, there we go. Yeah. I don't know why I did too. Probably glitched out. And usually that doesn't happen while you're streaming. It's just the replay, so I don't recommend actually using that, and you will never need to use that. That's just for testing. And then I can move that around. Like if I wanted that to happen on the left side, you can move to the left side. Bottom right, go ahead. And the bottom here, you have the tips bar, and you can change that. If I go to the horizontal support bar, it's down here. I could just, I can move all this stuff around, or I could choose a different one. It just kind of depends on what you want. So this is it's a really nice, and if you want to know which one this one is, this is the Stealth White by Nerd or Die. I recommend it. It's pretty good. I don't use it anymore because I have switched to Stream Elements, which we'll get to here soon. But first of all, we're gonna go ahead and start with the settings, which needs to be done. It needs to go over. So a lot of things you're gonna see. You can add your stuff here, see where you stream to. We're going to start with the output. So I recommend switching this to advanced. And then for streaming, I have 4 audio tracks. You don't really need that. You just use microphone, desktop audio, game audio, whatever. So then you want to go, so what is your internet? If you don't know what the speed of your internet is, all you have to do is type in Google internet speed test. Then it'll give you a download and upload speed. If your download speed is at 100 plus, you're doing pretty good. If it's 100 or lower, I recommend trying to get that better, but you want to be looking at a lower bitrate. And honestly, your bitrate is kind of depending on what your video is. So if your base canvas here if your main monitor is 1920 by 1080, which mine actually isn't, but I have it set up because this is an old setup as if it was. Scale, don't stream in 1080. Your computer's probably not good enough. We'll talk about this a lot more in the hardware about what type of computer can run this. But for now, we're going to say that you can stream this. You want to be looking at a decent bitrate, because the bitrate is how much information your computer is sending out. So if I was to stream with 2000 bitrate, but in 720p or whatever that is, 720, it is not going to look like 720p. It's going to look grainy. It's going to look as if it was 480, which is not good at all. So your bitrate's got to be higher. The problem is if your internet isn't good enough, you're not going to be able to stream it that high, because it's just going to start buffering, and people are going to click off your stream, or even if you're it's just a recording there, click off of it if they can't see anything. They don't want to see that. So I recommend there's a few, if you just type in Google what's a good bitrate for blah 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 resolution, you'll find pretty decent numbers for the bitrate or for the resolution. But honestly, just start streaming, and if you I recommend recording while streaming. Just watch back like 10 minutes of your recording, see if it looks good. If it doesn't, up the bitrate. If it does, that's fine. And then some other things that'll come with this is the delay. So if I go down here to advanced, I can make it to where the stream delay is up to like 10 seconds or 30 seconds. So if you're playing competitive games, I do recommend this. I don't use it because I like to be able to talk to my chat as soon as they respond. I like to respond, and my replies are within 10 seconds if I look at chat as soon as they respond or as soon as they type something. But if your internet isn't good or your hardware isn't good and you're streaming at too high of a resolution or too high bit rate, the delay is going to be a lot worse because all of a sudden you're sending out information that you're just now recording. You're sending it out, but it's taking 30 seconds to do that for each frame or each just everything. So yeah, you want to watch out for that. There's not much in here that you can't work on, so you got to make sure that you have your, of course, stream key, which should be in I'm not actually sure where it is, to be honest with you, but actually it would be in stream. I would just have to go through this, but I'm not gonna, yeah, I'm not gonna show you guys my stream key. That would be bad. And of course you can always find oh yeah, here, when you're recording, just use Stream Encoder. It makes your computer run smoother, won't hurt your computer as much. So yeah, that's some good things to look into. But there's a point to where this isn't going to do you any good. And what I mean by that is you get to a point to where this is maxing you out. And by that, you already this is your brand, and you can't keep this as your brand because it's not, everyone can tell that it is that it's, you didn't make it. Like this isn't you, this isn't me. And another thing is I know that, and there's a few other things that aren't me. So I'm gonna actually just pull this. You're not gonna be able to see it, but if I switch to my starting screen on my actual stream, this is it's the resolution's messed up because I was just streaming a different thing. So don't do that. But then when I switch back here to, but anyways, this is the starting screen I use. And if I go ahead and just have my computer play some non-copyright music, the bars here start moving. So that's an OBS plugin. I use that, and it makes it look like my own. It adds stuff. And if I change the settings, I can't while I'm recording, this would actually fit the screen. So this isn't actually a problem you're gonna have. This is just because of the format I'm using. So yeah, then back to this. Ooh, infinite scales. Yeah, it looks weird. So a few things that is weird. If you look down here, actually, we're gonna make this smaller. We don't need that. If you look here, we have this thing. It's called game capture. This is what you're gonna use to stream any of your games. And then if you just click properties down here at the bottom, you should be able to change to whatever game is up. Last thing I played was Hyperscape. So Hyperscape was there, but of course I don't have another game open, as you can see from down here. So Hyperscape, you'd be able to click that or whatever game you're playing, Rainbow Six Siege, anything you want. And if it doesn't show up there, I recommend using display capture, which is actually what I'm using now to stream my display. And literally all it does is stream whatever display you pick. So if you have two monitors, just make sure you pick whichever one you're trying to put the game up onto. And another thing is Elgato HD capture. So I have an Elgato on my computer for streaming Xbox. If I did that, it just shows up with no signal there. Again, format's a little messed up there. But yeah, nothing much to it. And we're going to go back into the settings actually here. And then I'm going to explain some stuff about why I use this OBS instead of other stuff. So first of all, my output is at 6,000 because I'm recording right now. And, you know, there's stream key and stream, of course. Can't see anything. Like, everything should basically stay the same, going from Streamlabs to just OBS. Nothing should really change. So what should be changing is what you see here. Make this your own. So add the little bars there for the music. Add the socials. Make it look professional. If I unlock that, make it to where it's full screen. gonna look a little scuffed. But see, my socials are better designed. This is better designed. This looks just cleaner and it looks better, as if it was actually meant to be done and it was your own. And some more stuff about that is like logos. I'm gonna pull up my logo and show you guys for a second, or my profile picture, whichever one you want to call it. And I had someone do this for me that I know, so this is why it looks a little better. But oh, it's not loading up. You guys can't even see it yet, anyways. Okay, there it is. It's loaded up. So I pull this over the screen here. Now it doesn't look good because it's so big here. But if I just make it smaller, there we go. You can kind of tell that it's more professional. It's someone's done it, and it looks kind of good. And it's got blue, purple, and it doesn't have yellow. I wanted to add yellow, so when I go back to like my stream starting, it's got the blue, it's got darker tints of it. It doesn't match it exactly, something I want to work into, but then it's got the yellow, and then of course the audio visualizer, if I pulled that back up, is also yellow, just kind of match everything. So this is everything that makes you look professional while you're streaming, that your software is doing. Not your hardware, your software. And I'm going to cover up my camera with my thumb. Actually, I'm just going to push it behind my monitor so you guys can't see me. Know what you guys are doing. Okay. I'm going to go to my in-game here. So everything's, of course, scuffed. You can't see me. That's the thing. We're just going to hide that. Don't worry about that. That's because I touched it. And it's messed up. So I just have the game capture, that's or the Elgato, that's what you're seeing, and then there's the webcam, everything. This is simple. This is a simple design. It's just a box. Don't need anything more than a box. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead, join my Discord. The link is in the description below, and I have a channel for it. You guys can ask me any questions you have. Comment if you have any questions. You can't join Discord or anything you guys want to do. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I'm just gonna go back to this ending screen, kind of show you what that looks like. Chat would go here. Yeah, nothing else to really talk to you guys about. So I hope you guys did enjoy this, and I guess I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. And yeah, one last look at this hardware video should be out soon. See you guys later.